An honored tradition at Sunnybrook today for our country's veterans.
An annual flag planting paying tribute to their sacrifices and their contributions. Our Beth McDonnell has their story.
A display of love and gratitude as veterans remember. This is Operation Raise a Flag. 30,000 flags planted on lawns in and around Sunnybrook's Veterans Center for its residents, some who still have a great sense of humor. When was the first time you saw them and what did you think?
What flag? These flags? I thought it was great, but it seems like an awful lot of work, but I think it's wonderful.
It's truly amazing, absolutely. And for all the people to put in their effort to do this is wonderful. And this time of year will bring back a lot of memories to us, you know, some good, some maybe not so good.
97-year-old Bert Shinwell was a trooper in the Tank Corps, 94-year-old Jim Lister a leading seaman. Both veterans of the Second World War. They are two men among the 1 million Canadians who served. The end of the fighting provides vivid memories.
Oh, the Japanese quit because they knew I was joining. See, they didn't want to.
It was pretty wonderful. It's over, so. And we celebrated in our own way with some drinks.
This beautiful initiative has been happening every year since 2010. It's not only showing veterans they are appreciated, money raised goes towards improving their quality of life at the Veterans Center. 50 of the 275 residents at the center are now 100 years of age or older, the highest number of veterans crossing the milestone it's ever had.
One of our veterans who's now 100, we were looking out together a few years ago at the flags, and he said, you know, my best friend Billy and I went off to war, and Billy didn't come home, and he pointed to the flags and he said, but he's here now.
While it's been many decades since their times in uniform, both Shinwell and Lister are concerned about world politics, including Russia's invasion in Ukraine.
Fighting and dropping bombs on people, and it's terrible. I think it's terrible. They should have learned by now.
There's no real peace. There's just wars everywhere we look. And it's frightening. You know, it can spread so easily and so drastically.
Shinwell says it's important to keep talking about the war so people understand how unpleasant it really was. Lister says it's important everyone who can volunteer gives back to their community. The flags outside the Veterans Center is proof of that. Beth McDonnell, CTV News.
And we'll have more coverage this hour in the lead up to Remembrance Day. Still ahead, bridging generations by bringing lost photos back to life. The war reunion story you won't want to miss.
And a reminder ahead of Remembrance Day, road closures will be in place in some areas. Starting at 8:30 a.m., Wellesley will be closed in the area of the Queen's Park War Memorial, and several streets will be closed as of 10:30 near Old City Hall Cenotaph ahead of the 11 o'clock ceremony. Roadways will reopen at noon.
And transit agencies will also be marking Remembrance Day tomorrow at 11 a.m.